Welcome, one and all. Marcus Farrell live here. I am getting started with one of my first episodes. If you caught me the other night, man, I appreciate y'all for joining me. I'm Marcus Farrell. I am 1/3 of the mighty clickbaity political thirst trap. The family, we are coming back. Clickbaity political thirst trap will be coming back. Not very soon, but we do have some plans in the works. Shout out to Ben Dixon. Shout out to everybody. We're going to get into the news. Top 5 breakdown of the news today. And I think it's imperative that Black voices actually get on here. I don't care how many people follow me. I don't care if it's one person. I don't care if it's 30 people. I don't care if it's thousands. What's going on in the administration right now with this current administration, with what they are doing. And I do have some breaking news for folks today with what they are doing, with how they are approaching governance of this country, and the oppression of people is absolutely ridiculous. So let's get into it. Top 5 news breakdown. Trump tries to fire Fed Governor Lisa Cook. That's right. So the Supreme Court is hearing arguments on Trump's unprecedented attempt to oust Lisa Cook, the first woman of color on the Federal Reserve Board, based on dubious mortgage fraud accusations. Lower courts blocked the move so far, and legal experts argue that it threatens the Fed's independence. Now, if you know anything about this situation, you know that the Trump administration has not been a big fan of the Fed in general, right? Because it's not making them quote unquote look good. The Fed has been a thorn in Trump's behind. And Lisa Cook, and I believe that's Lisa Cook out of Chicago, but Lisa Cook is the first Black woman to be on the Fed. This isn't about efficiency. It's a political retaliation. Trump knows that Cook won't fold to his rare cut demands. So he's weaponizing the DOJ and courts to purge dissent. Stripping a Black woman of her seat on flimsy charges is like a dog whistle dressed up as legal grounds. Now, this matters to Black folks. This matters to American folks because Fed policy directly affects Black home ownership, credit access, and inflation. Undermining the institution, which he's done plenty of times, makes economic conditions for us worse. And folks are already on edge. Now listen, ahead of Davos, and if you know anything about Davos, it is a Davos speech. It's, rich people, most important people in the world. Trump has a speech there. I don't understand why they invite the guy, but Trump has a speech there. Trump's attempt at global agenda ahead of his Davos speech included claims that he slashed millions of federal jobs, a distortion of the actual layoffs, and deep cuts underway across agencies. When you brag about layoffs, right, you're celebrating people's pain as policy. These aren't stats. These folks are human beings. They're teachers, they're IRS agents who help you with your tax prep. They're healthcare inspectors, Social Security processors, the backbone of public service that keeps our communities alive. And cuts to these services, if you know anything about America, and if you know anything about cuts to services, it always impacts the least of us, the Black and brown communities the most. So basically, Trump in himself, he has attacked the Black community more than any other president ever through policy. Now, I'm not sitting up here saying that Democrats in general, right? That I'm not going to ever say that Dems or Republicans have been like the utmost best for Black folks. But when it comes down to directly trying to impact communities of color, the Trump administration has mastered that through policy. Cuts to the federal services hurt Black communities disproportionately. Least access for tax help, slower benefits processing, and filleting our social safety nets, right? Now, that kind of gets us into the next topic, which is Trump's executive overreach, which is not normal. It's a pattern. The detailed analysis shows that Trump repeatedly is pushing beyond constitutional limits, firing watchdogs, ignoring Congress, and invoking emergency powers, trying to reshape entire agencies without legislative approval. Now, why is this a problem? We elect our Congress members for a reason. And when it comes down to things like Venezuela, attacking Venezuela, threatening Iran, threatening Europe, threatening Greenland, like, just think about what I just said. This guy has pretty much threatened the world, right? He's firing watchdogs. He's ignoring Congress. He's invoking emergency powers and trying to reshape entire agencies without any legislative approval. Now, let's call this for what it is. It's constitutional theater of cruelty. It's not normal, not precedence, but it's raw power grabbing. Weak counters from the GOP leadership only makes it worse. And I do want to explain this right now. The GOP is in turmoil right now in DC because they want to get reelected. Yeah, Republicans want to get reelected. And they're starting to realize that following Trump around is not good policy. Trump has the lowest approval rating of any modern president in history. I want to repeat that. Trump has the lowest approval rating of any modern president. And I want to say modern going from World War II. That means he's worse than Bush, y'all. Trump is actually worse than Bush. I cannot believe I'm going to say this, but Trump would make me miss a President Bush. Now, a detailed analysis shows that, these moves don't just threaten checks and balances. They threaten Black civic power, human civic power. When institutions are hollowed out, communities already at the margins lose checks that protect us in general. Now, ICE, oh, good old ICE. ICE is still violating constitutional norms. ICE violence is still ripping through Black communities, believe it or not. BlackNews.com reporter reports bitter fallout from ICE agents. Tear gassing a 6-month-old baby in renewed outrage over killing of Keith Porter Jr. Now, I know everybody knows about Renee Good, but a couple of days before Renee Good was killed by ICE, Keith Porter Jr., a Black man in LA, was shot and killed by off-duty ICE agents, showing how immigration and he's a Black American, showing how immigration enforcement continues to intersect with Black lives. Folks want to talk about border security like it's this abstract thing. We're starting to see ICE act as if they are Gestapo with real bodies on the line. They're tear gassing SUVs. Babies are being choked. Black lives are being caught in ICE crossfire. And that's not border policy. That's terror deployed when Trump wants headlines. ICE is not just the anti-immigrant force. It's a radicalized enforcement machine that doesn't respect citizenship, family, or community safety. And ICE is Gestapo. That's simple. The last thing, and this is the important thing when it comes down to the news today, federal workforce shrinking fast with real-world impact looms. The federal workforce has shrunk dramatically. Hundreds of thousands of jobs have gone under Trump's policies and hollow-out agencies. Services are slow or about to collapse. This is not austerity as ideology. This is not economics. MAGA champions small government until they need to catch taxes, process benefits, and regulate markets, or enforce workforce safety. Then suddenly the public sector is a joke. And here's the thing about Trump administration. The Trump administration is doing a damn good job at making sure that they ignore the Constitution in general. That's your news update for today. This has been Marcus Farrell Live. I actually went live this time. Y'all check me out on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, of course. Peace out.